Are you ready?
I was. What the hell happened here? Hold on. What the fuck?
This is a fucking switchblade microphone. Yeah.
Dude, did you see that? It was just like, yeah. Anyways, we are live, folks, and let's learn some stuff today. This is a Friday education show.
Auto mic roll out.
Auto mic roll out.
Roll out.
So, how you been, Bubba?
Glock 40s. I'm better. I think I'm gonna go to work on Monday.
Yeah, as long as you get your test thing.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what really counts. But today, we're gonna learn about film stuff because
cinematography.
Because I've been in the film industry before. I've worked it. I've studied it. I know you are a big.
I've watched a lot of movies.
Yeah, despite not seeing some very important ones. But
like
we're
what?
here.
I've probably seen them.
The Professional.
Yeah, I've never even heard of it.
Yeah, exactly.
But I watched Lion King.
Oh wow!
You gotta remember, dude, you're like 50, and
I am not 50. I'm 40.
49.
Okay. 42. Fucking bidding wars and shit. But yeah, the thing about cinematography and cinema and stuff like that is there's a lot that goes into this, and a lot of people seem to think like, oh, you show up, you say some words in front of a camera, and then you go home, and that's the end of it. And people wonder, wow, how are celebrities or movie stars, how are they so stressed out with their millions of dollars and so on and so forth? And it's like,
well, I mean, that's the thing though too. Like a lot of while I was doing my research today, like
Yeah.
I understand why a lot of like American made comedy movies just kind of could have been funnier.
Yeah.
Like the first video you have queued up, it really helped illustrate it.
Yeah. Yeah. Believe that's Edgar Wright.
Edgar
And
Wright is an incredible director.
Edgar Wright, hey, Mike Smith. Cinematography that I can use for my homemade porn? Yes.
Actually, yeah, dude.
DJ doesn't join us on the Friday shows. He's out fighting black supremacists.
Yeah. DJ's doing that. I thought we were just gonna tell people he's busy.
He dresses up like T'Challa and just beats people up on Fridays. That's what he does. But
sorry, I dress up like the Chancla and beat myself up every Saturday night.
But yeah. A lot of what it has to do with is honestly, comedy, if not straight spoken, has to be very visual and has to be a very sometimes completely obtuse thing. And a lot of directors fail to see that and fail to do it, such as, for instance, a really good example of bad comedy is Ghostbusters 2016.
Yeah,
like
it was literally just jokes. Like you could laugh at the joke without ever looking at the screen.
Ever. No, yeah, like, and none of it was even the gag where she's being thrown around by the proton pack. Like you hear it and you're like, oh yeah, someone's being.
Yeah, you can visualize what that looks like.
Yeah, like there's no effort into it.
Yeah,
but
like we're not saying that they're bad comedians because they are great comedians
on their own.
But visually, the way everything was put together, not so much.
Lophus is here.
What's up, twin? My twin with the beard, lucky motherfucker.
And but that's an example of bad comedy. And once again, like you said, yeah, Kristen Wiig and all of them are not in and of themselves bad.
They're great on SNL.
Yeah, they're not bad comedians. It's just that they were handed a script or they wrote a script, and they wrote themselves out of the lore. And the director, I forgot his name, just let them riff. Was just like, oh well, the original Ghostbusters was so good, and so much of it was improvised, and he was wrong. Scenes that were with them together, the four of them together or the three of them together, those were mostly improvised, yes. But anytime you were dealing with other characters like the mayor, like with Walter Peck from the EPA, or even Dana Barrett, with Sigourney Weaver's character, all of those were by script. All of those were, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Case closed. There's no variation in what's going to happen. But Bill Murray fucking around with his friend Harold Ramis and his other friend Dan Aykroyd,
right?
Yeah, that's all nuts. Even the scene when they're on the rooftop at the end of the movie, and they're looking down at the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man, and Bill Murray smacks fucking Harold Ramis, completely improvised on the spot. You can see Harold Ramis's face just going,
Why did you do that?
This motherfucker just hit me.
Oh fuck! I can't believe you've done this.
Yeah, right. And I always tell people, like, if you ever want to learn more about movies or you ever want to learn more about cinematography, Edgar Wright is somebody whose movies you must watch. And all the way up to, I think his latest one was like Gunpowder Milkshake. I think it was. Hold on, let me check.
Yeah, and like just watch them, even if you don't want to learn, just watch them for the entertainment of it, because like that video that you have queued up now, they talk about things like, oh, a character is moving from one town to another. How do you do that? And when you see the comparison to like Hollywood standard versus Edgar Wright's creativity, it's like, this one's a lot more fun. So
his last one was really Baby Driver. And right now he has one coming out that's called Last Night in Soho. But this guy is also, Scott Pilgrim versus the World's End,
Shaun of the Dead,
Shaun of the Dead, Hot Fuzz,
just a bunch of fun stuff.
All of these really, and all these really well put together movies, and the idea that these movies at any time can take a turn, like Hot Fuzz. Sorry, I got something on my tongue. Hot Fuzz takes kind of a weird turn at the recorder's mark. And Shaun of the Dead, it gets really dark.
Yes,
It gets really dark right there towards the end. I mean, yeah, they still got the gag. They still got a couple of gags, but man, does it get dark. So let's take a look at what this video is. Edgar Wright, How to Do Visual Comedy. And this is a comic book
my name is Tony, and this is Every Frame of Painting. So today I'm going to talk about a director whose work I love. But before that, let me be upfront. I think comedy movies today, especially American ones, have totally lost their way. I don't hate the jokes or the actors or the dialogue or the stories, though there's plenty of issues there.
It's like they could be funnier.
Is that the filmmaking,
they could try.
Picture and sound to deliver jokes is just...
But I think, too, we get a lot of stand-up comedians now that are like trying to be movie stars.
Look, everyone's taste is different.
They forget it's not stand-up comedy.
What you find funny. So I'm not saying these movies suck or you suck if you like them. What I am saying is that these movies aren't movies. They're lightly edited improv. Everyone stands still and talks at each other in close-up. Almost none of these jokes come visually. They're overwhelmingly sound.
We don't do
and
the
not
openings
even the full
on the
range
Friday
sound,
shows.
It's just dialogue. And this is really sad because that's just a fraction of what's possible in cinema. Apart from animation and some commercials, visual comedy is actually moving backwards. And that's why, if you love this kind of stuff, I cannot recommend Edgar Wright enough.
Deal with it.
Motherfucker. He's one of the only people working in the genre using the full range of what is possible.
And that is at
And because of that, he can find humor in places that other people don't look. Here's an example. Let's say you need to move your character from one city to another to get your story going. How do you shoot it? And can you get a joke out of it? Well, no. Not if you send out a second unit to do it. Every shot pans from left to right. You include really obvious landmarks and signs. You mix in generic helicopter footage, and you put upbeat music under it so the audience doesn't get bored.
And that's actually funny because we were just talking about scene building, you and I.
Yeah.
And we were talking about like something just similar to that. What did he just say? Like a B unit. A B unit.
Yeah.
Remember we were talking about
we were talking about Tokyo Drift.
And how that was made. And how I kept telling you there was no fucking way anybody on the A team was involved. This was all B team. And this is exactly what I was talking about.
Yeah.
Remember I told you they use stock footage. They use and that's exactly it. It's bad storytelling and it's bad visuals.
And it just has that stale feeling to it. It's like, it has the lively color of Tokyo, but it doesn't have the life.
No, and it doesn't have the neon. It doesn't have the vibrance of what Tokyo is supposed to be. It's stock footage, and that's what that random helicopter shots are.
Yeah, it was all like travel brochure like promos.
And the funny part is, like when you look at the footage that they use, it's like, we're gonna show you some road signs. You can't speak Japanese. You don't know what the fuck they say. So you're just going to have to accept the fact that it's in Japan.
It could just be literally a sign that says, this is the one that all Americans like to film.
There's some new graduate on the B team. I like that one.
Because it has like a cherry blossom next to it, like tourists take pictures of me.
They get home and use Google Translate. What the fuck?
Right. Congratulations, you played yourself.
And another one. So let's keep this up. I kind of like this.
But yeah, like you said, if you do it like this, there is no joke.
This is just lazy filmmaking and boring. We've seen it a million times. What would happen if you were truly inventive with this type of scene?
Yeah, you displace the character. And how do you tell that he's further and further out into the country?
The fucking signal goes down.
And this is all
there we go.
Edgar Wright.
And this isn't just a series of quick cuts. There's a lot of good visual storytelling here. These two taxi shots tell you exactly where we came from and where we're going. These two shots emphasize the move away from civilization. Our main character always faces forward or to the right, so screen direction is respected. Turning the music down and the sound effects up is funny because each cut is jarring. And there's even some nice performances from Simon Pegg and Ryan Gosling. Okay, that was one example without context. You're right, totally unfair.
Yes, that's actually the name of the plant.
Well, what if you had a movie where a horrible apocalyptic event happens and you want to foreshadow it earlier, maybe by having the characters not notice something important on TV? How would you show it? Would you just throw it in the edit for 2 seconds and 2 frames and none of the shots shows the relationship between the characters and the TV?
Is there a housewarming party? Just building his house?
Or would you do this?
Now here's something so fucking beautiful about this scene. All right, and I'm gonna kind of just put in my little film school dickhead thing. Is how much shit you guys are making Carmen laugh. You are gods. Oh, thank you. We love you, Carmen.
We're all gods.
Here in the post show. Wait, dope show. What?
Yeah.
So my little film dickhead thing, right, is like when they showed about the Seth Rogen movie, right? They're like, oh, Sinkhole. They do this a lot. They do this a lot in movies. Oh, look, we're gonna foreshadow something in the news. What Edgar Wright does is he literally builds a conversation out of like 16 different shows,
like the Shaun of the Dead scene coming up. It's fucking beautiful.
Brilliant. And if you want another really good way of building news to cast, V for Vendetta.
Yes.
Everything that happens in the V for Vendetta newscast that they show with the Supreme Chancellor, everything has everything directly to do with who we are watching, and that's V. And even when it's him taking over the TV station, everyone else is scrambling and looking at him and going, what is he saying? Holy shit, this is going to cause chaos. So everything is in direct relation to what is happening in the plot of the movie. So
that plus, building it up like that, like Edgar Wright does, or like in V for Vendetta, or a few other movies, like we just can't. That's a lot good ones. For people like me, the audience that has been diagnosed with ADHD since first grade, those types of cuts
since you were born.
Since
they pulled you out like that was special,
pretty much. But yeah, the cuts like in right. Hey, kitty. Hi. Like in Hot Fuzz.
Yes,
it makes me want to keep watching. When it's just like, oh, helicopter shots and pop music, I'm like, all right, let it play. I'm gonna go take a piss and get something to eat,
or refill your popcorn.
Like
you automatically know this is a refill scene.
It's like, all right, cool. I get about a minute and a half to do whatever.
About 2 minutes for me to run to the fucking lobby with my popcorn like a fat fuck because I ate most of it during the previews.
Hey, can you fill this up? I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick and then come back and get it. Like,
let's go, bro. Come on, the movie's playing. All right, hold on. Let's see what this does.
Comments. Religious groups are calling it Judgment Day.
So it's 1, 2.
As an increasing number of reports
3,
of serious attacks on
people
4,
who are literally being
5,
eaten alive.
Okay,
6.
Still unfair. Well, what if you had a movie where one character has stopped drinking, but the other characters are disappointed in him, and you want to get a joke out of it? How would you do it? Would they just stand around and talk about his drinking?
Appreciate it, but I told my wife I wouldn't drink tonight. Besides, I got a big day tomorrow. But you guys have a great time.
A big day. Doing what?
Or would you do this?
What?
And again, that's that Sam Raimi-ish.
The fucking water is so
This is what
fucking
separates a mediocre director from a great one. The ability to take the most simple, mundane scenes and find new ways to do them. Great directors understand that you can get a lot.
I love the tap. I love the tap. Like, that killed me.
Here's an example I cribbed from David Bordwell. Things popping up into frame are funny.
Slow ahead. I can go slow ahead. Come on down and chump some of this shit.
And this, that right there, him jumping up and almost shitting his fucking pants. That's a genuine fucking reaction.
Yep.
Because he had not seen the goddamn shark up until this point.
When I saw that shark at Universal, it fucking looks legit, dude. Like,
yeah. What I love about this scene is that you know it's legit reaction for two reasons and like a couple of reasons, but the main two, the cigarette in his mouth is still there. Yeah. And it's still lit because this is your B camera, as you can tell from the gradient in the film grain. Like this is your B camera. They were supposed to catch him like stand up slowly or say a line. No, he got scared shitless and stood the fuck up and almost hit the camera.
And then he says the line, "You're gonna need a bigger boat."
We're gonna need a bigger boat. The second way you can tell is
a bigger boat.
Richard Dreyfuss in the background here is just fucking around.
He's not even
aware.
He's not. He's basically not in the scene.
Like, he's not in the fucking scene, but he's just like, okay, cool, whatever. So yeah, like that's what.
You know what? Let's ask the chat real quick. Is it we're gonna need a bigger boat or you're gonna need a bigger boat? Because I bet Dead Man a bag of barbecue pork rinds. It's you're gonna need a bigger boat.
We're gonna need a bigger boat.
You're gonna need a bigger boat.
We'll look it up in a second.
We will. And the winner gets a bag of barbecue pork rinds.
I'm down.
Good.
Amazon delivered and everything.
Hell yeah.
So
make sure that they send that cute blonde driver with the nice thighs that listens to Celtic music. I like her. Lophus says it's we're gonna need a bigger boat.
Yeah.
Okay. Don't take my side. I'll get a bag of pork rinds from Lophus too.
But Mike
says you're gonna need a bigger boat. Ooh.
So we're gonna have to look it up. We'll look it up. But
now we know which listener has their favorite host.
In the frame are funny.
So right here, you can tell from the film grain and from how clear the picture is that this is your A camera. This is your main filming camera. The contrast is up. Everything's clear cut. Everything's in focus. There's a cigarette.
I can go slow ahead. Come on down and chum some of this shit.
And then pop.
I love that that face though. Like he's like angry at it.
Yeah, fuck this. Fuck this. Fuck this. No, his spine just locked.
Yeah.
You don't trust your fans. We trust all our fans.
That is the look that like you give your children when they have just caused a disappointment, you know?
Yeah.
And it's not just things entering frame. Consider the opposite.
Oh, I love this. I love this.
This is Django Unchained.
Yeah. So, comedy and things leaving the frame.
And things leaving the frame. Yeah. And like that's just but yeah, like putting my little 2 cents on that. It's just yeah, let's see. I just love that. Both cigarettes are not lit. Actually, both cigarettes are lit. It's just that one he's been doing for a while, so it's burned out. So when you see him stand up, it's just a different angle of the burnout. So let's and there's the B film, and you can instantly tell.
You're gonna need a bigger boat.
You're gonna need a bigger boat. All right.
Yup.
Bing Bong gets some pork rinds.
Woo! Finally.
So but yeah, that line itself goes into improving and adding things to a scene that wasn't there.
The thing that really like has me questioning it is how did he get from up top to in the fucking cockpit? In the space.
He was in it. It's a reverse shot when he's looking to the left. Because if you reverse the shot, he's looking to the right and he's facing the wrong way. So visually it fucks with your brain. So that way he's facing this way. The sheriff is facing this way.
Well,
so
no, what I mean was fucking homeboy was on top of the cockpit.
No. That's a different character. That's Richard Dreyfuss. But things exiting the scene are just as funny.
If done properly, yeah.
Toy Story.
Yeah.
Remember how many times things are just yanked out of the screen? Ernest gone. Oh, Ernest goes crazy. Ernest goes to jail. Always having
Yes.
stuff getting snatched out of the scene, or he just leaves with this big animated motion.
Yep.
Like all of that stuff is so funny. And The Mask. That's what I was trying to get to. The Mask. How
Or, like-
often is shit just popping in and out of frame with him?
Yeah, you know, or like kids in elementary school. My friend got a crush on you.
Yeah. What?
What the fuck?
Crazy little fuck.
I said, tell Miss Laura goodbye.
Goodbye, Miss Laura.
Goodbye,
Miss
Miss
Laura.
Laura. Boom.
You get a laugh from the Zoom.
You want to pop the trunk and roll the windows down, please?
You can get a laugh from a crane up.
I'm so sorry. I'm going home, Rita. I know, Shirley, I know.
No, seriously, I'm going home. Can you help me out?
Oh.
You can get a laugh from a pan.
This pan right here, though. Feels fucking bad, man.
As Martin Scorsese put
I
it,
understand
cinema
that
is a
kind of
matter what's
rejection.
in the frame and what's not in the frame. So think about the frame. And this isn't
See,
just a matter.
that was a good pen. That was a good use of literally separating the two subjects to such a degree that you're just left with Louis in the shot. You're just going like, "Ow,
damn, bro!" Like
that's a big muscle one. You know what I mean? That's something that when you use it visually to put that much distance. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Another good example of that is Kung Pao, The Way of the Fist.
Yeah.
You know, like when he starts here, or he starts off in the distance. You know, I'm coming.
Yeah, like what he took here from Monty Python. You know.
Oh yeah, I think this is it. It is. I literally. I didn't even recognize the scene, bro. I didn't even recognize the scene. I'm over here talking about the stupid. I'm coming. And then, like all of a sudden, he's there. Like
smart or stupid.
This
comedy.
is
really, if it works, it works.
Fucking Holy Grail was a great movie, dude.
It was ruined for me. Yeah.
So with that, here are 8 things Edgar Wright does with picture and sound that I want to see other comedy filmmakers try out.
Yeah, there's a zoom, another zoom. So simple.
Number 1, things entering the frame in funny ways.
Yeah.
It's for Scott.
The geographical location shouldn't factor in the application of the law. No thanks.
Number 2, people leaving the frame in funny ways.
And through the window.
You don't know how to switch off.
Oh, I was just talking about this scene.
Yeah. He fucking runs away.
Anything suspicious? And who did?
This fucking thing.
Back in frame.
Number 3, there and back again.
The there and back agains too, yeah. Are they still out there?
Close it. Walk right back to your mark.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, shit.
No, thank you.
No, didn't see a
Gonna
fucking
leave that
thing.
light off.
Number 4, matching scene transitions.
So again, that's just something that's another little comedy thing I love. Like Mel Brooks does it, and that's the here and back again. That's the fuck off to do something literally 3 feet away, make the whole pompous thing, and then spin right back around to your original mark.
Yeah, and it like has to be a dynamic shot, you know.
Yeah, and the camera's just the whole time following them. And to me, that's one of the funniest fucking shots ever. It happens in Blazing Saddles, most notably in Spaceballs. Like,
Yep.
like just the
Well,
weird...
it just makes it so awkward because
everybody in the scenes just has to stand there while this stupid pomp and circumstance happens, and you're just, huh.
You just have to sit there and wait.
yeah, like like one of my favorite, like, you have to just sit there and wait is, no, I will get her myself. Jawohl, Lord Helmet. His reaction is he doesn't say anything, he just douchey. He just looks at him like he's no visual expression because he's got the fucking helmet on. But like, it just, that's one of my favorite things ever. Does it make sense? No. Why is it in the film? I have no idea. Is it hilarious? Every fucking time. So we'll finish up with this transition and move on to another video real quick.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I remember this one.
Wallace, how do you do that?
How do you do that?
Wallace!
Number 5, the perfectly timed sound effect.
So yeah, like that's
perfectly timed sound effect. God, dude, I'm gonna watch Shaun of the Dead after this.
I know,
Like,
no shit, right? Let's see, what is this one?
I don't know.
So let's look at spectacular movie scenes that were improvised.
Yeah, that's a good
There's no
chill.
You know how hard it was to find like a compilation of improvised scenes that was not Watch Mojo?
Yeah.
You know how hard it is to find a compilation of anything anymore that's not Watch Mojo?
Watch Mojo. Yes, I do.
Because they're so big, dude. I'm sure if they even heard them say, and this is Watch Mojo, they would just cut the stream.
They would cut it right there. Like we would have to just end the stream. But improvised scenes have always been a big thing in movies. Sometimes it's an actor riffing with another actor. Sometimes they're just in the mood. Sometimes it's going great, and it's up to the director to keep it or leave it. And it's up to the director to interrupt or let it run. It just depends on how much light they want to burn, how much film they want to burn, how much how good the material is.
Yep.
Like we also know that fucking somebody like Ryan Reynolds, who improvises a lot.
Yeah.
Like nobody minds burning film or burning daylight for him.
Or the great Robin Williams, dude. Like
the late great Robin Williams. So many fucking takes. One progressively dirtier than the other until somebody tells him, Robin,
all right, that's enough.
We got it. We're moving. Let's go. Fuck.
I'm getting hungry.
Yeah. It's but I don't really want to watch The Fugitive. The Fugitive really didn't do much.
Yeah. I kind of like though how that video cut it up based on movie.
I do. This is actually really good visual marks here.
Because like the Fugitive line was literally the one line when he just says, I don't care.
Yeah, I don't care. And Taxi Driver, once again, we're gonna skip Taxi Driver just because we're gonna talk about Coppola in a second. You know the scene.
She's wandering around. I don't know. Kit Kat's probably like hunting something.
So one of the most intense and insane scenes to ever be improvised and put on film has to be from Goodfellas.
Fucking love that movie.
Joe Pesci and Ray Liotta are sitting there, and Joe Pesci told Francis Ford Coppola he was going to do this. Francis Ford Coppola said, I like it. And then proceeded to tell fucking no one in production knew that this was going to happen.
Why was Joe Pesci talking to Francis Ford Coppola?
Because he told him, I'm going to fuck with Ray Liotta with this scene.
Right.
I'm gonna do this because this is what actually.
But why was Joe Pesci talking to Francis Ford Coppola when Martin Scorsese was the
Scorsese, director? Not Coppola. What the fuck? I got it mixed up. Sorry. Damn it.
2 bags of.
And you fail.
All right, I'll accept that.
Yeah. So, damn it. He was talking to Martin Scorsese and told Martin Scorsese that I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna fuck with Ray Liotta. And really, and
Scorsese's like, all right,
okay, and then told no one else on scene. Told no one else. No one else in production knew it. In fact, when we watch the scene, I want you to pay attention to the tall guy that walks up to Joe Pesci and puts his hand on his shoulder. That's actually a production assistant. That's actually part of the production coming over to tell Joe Pesci quit fucking with the lines. So let's take a look at this.
I'm funny how? I mean, funny like I'm a clown.
And look at everybody in the background.
I make you laugh.
Joe Pesci went from engagingly funny to chillingly psychotic in the blink of an eye during this classic scene
Probably
from
for
Martin
the same reason
Scorsese's
we don't,
Goodfellas. But if the other actors in the scene look legitimately surprised and scared, well, that's not just good acting. See, none of them had any idea what was coming. Before the scene, Pesci told Scorsese that he had some lines he wanted to try out based on a bizarre real-life experience. Scorsese told him to go for it. That's not it for excellent improvisations under the watchful eye of Scorsese, though. Casablanca.
Oh, I guess we're not going to see the scene.
No, you could probably pull it up, but you might be taking a chance on copyright for it.
Because
it is a good scene. It is a really good scene. And the other actors around the table that are all like trying to stay in character. Hey, Tommy, come on, Tommy. Like, trying to fucking stop him. Kitty. What do?
So let's see. I think this is it.
That's not. What's really funny is the fucking bank job away in Sea Caucus. I'm in the middle of the fucking weeds. And, you know, this and that. And go fuck your mother. Come out of it. Who like gonna shit?
Right here. So this is it right here.
Fuckers. Gee, I wish I was big just once.
See the guy standing next to him?
Really funny. Really funny. What do you mean I'm funny? It's funny, you know. It's a good story.
So now here's what I was telling Graverobber about this scene is, you know, the line on the script is, you know, it's funny the way you tell the story. So the more Joe Pesci fucks with Ray Liotta, the more Ray Liotta tries to reintroduce the line to get the scene going again. So he keeps saying, "You're funny, like the way you tell the story. You're funny, like the way you." It's because he's giving him the cue, and Joe Pesci's not taking it.
Funny guy. What do you mean the way I talk? What? It's just, you know.
So
it's
listen,
funny.
everybody's quiet now. No background
Yeah, the way you
noise.
tell the story and everything. Funny how? I mean, what's funny about
Look, see the guy right here. Look at this motherfucker right here. Stop staring at the camera, homie. You're supposed to be fucking acting. You're supposed to be there chilling. You read a goddamn menu, something. Look at this fuck staring directly at what's happening.
Then after
with these
a while,
two actors.
that lady in the red dress above the guy staring at the camera, everybody stops.
Everybody stops because this is so intense.
Tommy, you know, you got it all wrong.
Oh, Anthony. He's a big boy. He knows what he said. What'd you say?
Right.
So there's another actor, that production assistant, this guy, trying to correct Pesci, trying to get him back on script.
You mean, let me understand this, because maybe it's me. I'm a little fucked up, maybe. But I'm funny how? I mean, funny like I'm a clown. I amuse you. I make you laugh. I'm here to fucking amuse you. What do you mean funny? Funny
So
how?
here it is. Here's the hand on the shoulder.
Just
look. There's the line.
You know how you tell a story. What?
There's the line.
No, I don't know. You said it. How do I know? You said I'm funny. How the fuck am I funny? What the fuck is so funny about me?
There she is. She stopped. She's starting to stare because she's like, look at, and even this guy looks over his shoulder like, what the fuck is going on?
Right.
And then this dickhead is still staring directly down the barrel. You're fired.
Tell me what's funny.
Look, and here he is. This guy's from production. This guy is he's probably a line coach.
Get the fuck out of here.
Or anything else like that.
I almost had him. You stuttering prick yet?
So that's the whole exchange. But as you can see, like this whole thing halted production. I'm gonna skip this video because that was kind of stupid. We're just going to tell you what the scene is. Yeah, dumbass, we all know the really great improv scenes, but I guess, I'm sorry, Bing Bong, it's not your fault. It's not your fault. It's not your fault. But, you know, doing stuff like that, and even like with certain things, with certain characters and the way people play them. Like I saw The Dark Knight was in there, and The Dark Knight, the scene specifically is when Heath Ledger as the Joker, after Gordon is announced as the new commissioner.
Well, that one that they brought up was the hospital explosion.
Oh, the trinket not working.
ooh.
Yeah,
Heath Ledger did a lot of improv in that though. But yeah, dude, that one where he's the new commissioner and Heath Ledger's not supposed to do anything, but he's just
supposed to do it. Yeah.
Like that shit was creepy, dude.
Oh, it was beautiful though. It was beautiful. Even the way he practiced lines and he had that certain, demeanor, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it was just a beautiful thing to see on screen, especially when it comes to the Batman and how straight the Batman was played in the first movie and how straight he's played in the second movie against literally fucking, chaos. And it's one of my favorite things ever. But let's talk about, because I want to do, yeah, fuck it. All right, we're gonna do some Jackie Chan here. I know way too much about Jackie Chan.
Well, I mean, I figured Jackie Chan would be a good one because of the way he does action comedy.
Action. The
And
way he does
his
a fight
action,
scene.
like his fight scenes, because he fights and because he always had the time to, constantly like rehearse until he got it right. There was no fucking shaky cam and quick cuts and disguising the fact that the actors don't actually hit each other,
There was no fucking Jason Bourne camera.
Yeah,
which is
dude.
still, like, to me, the worst fight scenes in history.
Yeah,
But
or it's like, why don't they just stand there with their arms out and we'll just move the cameras around them to make it look like they're getting hit? Pretend like it's fucking action figures all over again.
I like that. Oh, Jesus Christ, it's Jason Bourne. I'll fuck you up. God damn it. And spin the camera. Why are you just standing there? Spin, do the thing. Oh, come on. Let's do
we got a bot.
It would have been more entertaining than oh, look at that. It would have been more entertaining than what we got from the Jason Bourne.
Yeah.
I would rather see literally just see you in a high production stage just in the middle of it with two action figures going for it.
Hell yeah, dude. Like, oh, what the fuck? Like the show. Oh fuck, what was that show that like I didn't like but you loved it? With the dinosaurs.
Firefly,
yeah. Like just all the action scenes be like Firefly style.
And we shall call this land.
This land.
We shall call it your grave. Curse your son of an inevitable betrayal. Oh God. Oh no. Oh, the humanity.
Exactly.
I love that shit. Yeah, honestly, would have been better than Jason Bourne. So let's take a look at just some Jackie Chan stuff now. A lot of what makes Jackie Chan important when it comes to fight scenes and why he's kind of my standard, like the stuff that I've choreographed, I've based almost completely off of Jackie Chan. Like
it has to be pretty.
It has to be pretty. What is the best Ryan Reynolds movie? Just Friends. Ooh.
Just Friends is good too, though. The little fucking chubby cheeks Ryan Reynolds. But
and
I like.
I swear.
I like Waiting. Just the way he talks in it, like he sounds like he's snapped a long time ago.
Yeah, he is no longer sane.
Yeah.
Bubba said they love me. Bubba said,
Mama also used to bait me with a rubber hose, call me a retard. And he's like, now I know what you're thinking. You think that we're just a bunch of guys that like to walk around and show each other our dicks. But let me tell you what, we're not gay. So you can put that faggoty baby to bed right now. It's like the rhythm of the shit just is weird, but it sticks with you. Like
so being the hooker and I. Oh, that actress did that scene just for the chance to say the line, the hooker and I. Not even joking. That's really why she's in the movie. So the reason I'm a gigantic martial arts fan. I'm a gigantic Bruce Lee fan. Almost everything I've ever studied has centered around Jeet Kune Do or the way Jeet Kune Do does movement and strikes and everything else like that. However, that's all cool and well. That's all good for fighting. On screen, like Graverobber said, it has to be pretty. And what you don't do is put your camera this close to a subject and then fake movement. No, you put your camera away, you shoot your actors on the plane, and on a plane, what a plane means as far as cinematography goes is you got the stage here and where they are on it. So you set this plane down about right here, down towards 2/3, 3/4 down of the scene itself, and this is where you film your actors. And the reason you do that is you get a full range of motion, you get full tracking, and in editing, you can zoom in, you can zoom out, you can do tracks, you can do pans, all of that shit. But your main fight is going to be filmed like Jackie Chan when you hire me to do your choreographer. So
and if you want like extra credit, you can have it filming, and then as the fight progresses, you can kind of show where the fight's going to go. You know, like, oh, eventually I'm going to throw 2 guys through a window. So at one point in your framing, you'll have the window like just kind of peeking around the corner, and then the window gets closer in another fight shot, and then next thing you know, someone goes through that window. Like,
address it. Have them both fighting. One of them gets hit, lands next to the window, stops himself by the wall. There's the window behind him. You know that's already a setup.
So like Jackie Chan does that a lot too, you know? In the fight scene, something happens, they get near something, he looks at it and gets an idea, you know?
And you see the character work it out. So let's take a look at some of what this guy has. I kind of like this channel. I'm gonna probably follow him.
Every Frame of Painting?
Hello? Yes. This is
This
Jackie.
fucking movie.
Hi, my name is Tony, and this is Every Frame of Painting. Some filmmakers can do action, others can do comedy. But for 40 years, the master of combining them has been Jackie Chan. These days, there's a lot of movies that combine funny scenes with fight scenes. But even when the movie's good, the comedy and action seem to be 2 different directors and 2 different styles. And that's why Jackie's so interesting. In his style, action is comedy. And his work shows that the same filmmaking principles apply, whether you're trying to be funny or kick ass. So let's dive in. If you'd like to see the names of the films as I'm talking, press the CC button
Operation
below.
Condor.
Ready? Let's go.
That's Operation Condor right there.
So, how does Jackie create action?
And then right here, look at his head.
First off, he gives himself a disadvantage. No matter what film, Jackie always starts beneath his opponents. He has no shoes, he's handcuffed, he has a bomb in his mouth. From this point, he has to fight his way back to the top. Each action creates a logical reaction.
And there you go, setup and delivery, bop.
The joke. In movies, this comedic style goes back to the silent clowns like
The
Chaplin,
Buster
Lloyd,
Keaton.
and Keaton. But I think Jackie has distilled it down to one line of dialogue.
I said I don't want trouble.
Because he's the underdog, Jackie has to get creative, which brings us to point number 2. He uses anything around him. This is the most famous aspect of his style. Take something familiar, do something unfamiliar. I've seen him fight with chairs, dresses,
Drunken Master,
chopsticks,
right here,
keyboards, Legos.
God, I know all these
refrigerators,
movies.
Right?
Rumble in the Bronx.
And of course,
Super Cup 2.
not only does this make each fight organic and grounded, it also gives us jokes that couldn't happen anywhere else.
And that's Super Cup.
Number 3, Jackie likes clarity. He doesn't do dark scenes
Look
where
at that.
everything
This
is
is
color
exactly
blue.
So this is what
His
exactly
opponent
what I
wears
was talking
black,
about.
He wears white. And if his opponent...
So this is something I actually, I was on a movie set not too long ago, and I was actually discussing how to do certain scenes and how to do certain fight scenes. And one of the first things I told him was colors. Have your hero, have your antagonist wear different colors.
Yeah, just the most basic of contrasting.
Even if it comes down to a blue tie and a red tie, or a black tie or a white tie, shorts, something.
Or
There
one
has
of
to
them
be a
is green
contrast.
skin and one of them has blue skin. Like,
Something, anything. Like if no, you're right. You're right. If you are going to do a noir type or some kind of film type thing, you can actually just apply a filter to the scene when you're highlighting different fighters.
like Sin City.
Kill Bill.
Kill Bill.
So all of that can be done and done easily. It's just that a lot of filmmakers don't think to do it because the good guys wear black now, and the bad guys also wear black now, and the side characters also wear black now. The camera crew wears black too.
Everyone wears black except The Rock, who gets a brown T-shirt
every time. Yes, stocking it, dude. But that's just it. So I told him, what your number one thing, colors. Make sure your colors are different, so that way visually your audience can tell who's who and what's what.
That way they can focus on the action, not the faces.
Yeah. Number 2, keep your characters on your framing size. If Jackie Chan on this shot is on our right-hand side for the rest of this fight until we break the 180 line with a purposeful movement, including the audience in the movement, Jackie is always going to be on the right-hand side.
Yeah, like Tekken, you know?
Yeah, literally Tekken, like a fighting
Mortal
game.
Kombat,
yes.
Fucking Street Fighter, anything. You know, player 1 on the left, player 2 on the right, until there's a reason they switched.
Yeah,
you know, until you fucking do the low grapple throw and then toss them behind you.
Yeah,
styling. His framing is so clear that in every shot, he's setting up the next bit of action. Here, even though we're watching the stuntman, 2/3 of the frame is the staircase. A few seconds later, we see why.
Yeah.
And there you go.
He keeps things clear by rarely using handheld or dolly moves.
Like an American movie, you can see there's a lot of movement. When the camera angle movement, that means the actor, they don't know how to fight.
In slow motion, you can see how the camera operator swings around to make the hits seem more violent. But since Jackie can fight,
and has a stunt team that knows how to fight as well.
Yeah. I never moved my camera. Always steady, wide angle. Let him see I jumping down. I do the flip. I do the fall.
When you shoot this way, everything looks more impressive because action and reaction are in the same frame. Notice how you can always see Jackie, the car, and the wall at the same time.
And he almost fucking died doing that.
Yeah. He almost fucking died doing a lot of shit, dude.
It never includes all of the elements in the same shot, and it doesn't work. The same principle applies to comedy. This shot, directed by Sammo Hung, shows us the punch, the bad guy's face, and Jackie's face all in one. Now check out the same gag in Shanghai Noon.
Doesn't work.
Here, action and reaction are separate shots.
Not the same feeling.
It kind of works, but not nearly as well. Why don't more directors do this?
Bob.
Because of number 5. They don't have enough time. Jackie is a perfectionist, willing to do as many takes as necessary to get it right.
Yeah,
and in Hong Kong, he's supported by the studio, which gives him months to shoot a fight.
And the most difficult thing.
Yeah, I love that. I love that. He actually talked about how the actor chased the shoe to get hit by it.
He's just like, fucking hit me already, damn.
Where should you start with Chen's movies? In all reality, and I'm going to be completely serious with you, there is no real first movie. Like, if you want to go back to like his origins, you want to see like really early Jackie Chan, you can go to like Eagle versus Snake, or any of those movies where they were trying to make him the next Bruce Lee. But where you want to start with modern day Jackie Chan is you want to start in the mid 80s, leading up to the 90s. I would always suggest, if you want modern day Jackie Chan without all the Shaw brother bullshit involved, start with Super Cop.
Drunken Master.
I love Legend of the Drunken Master, but that's way later. That's in 1982.
Super Cop for sure.
Super Cop is where you want to start, and just follow that series and then go from there. Meals on Wheels is also another really good one. Meals on Wheels has some of the most physical fights. Like just God, it's so intense. Like, I would start Super Cop or Meals on Wheels. That's really early in his career. You really get a sense of where the modern day Jackie Chan was made. So yeah.
Throw the friend and coming back. More than 120 tick. Those kind of scenes. Oh, Jackie.
And that is really early.
You can do it. Except, do you have the patience or not?
When I rewatch his
and
work,
there you go.
these little
That's
things are the ones
right
I'm
there.
most
I
impressed
think was
by.
pretty important.
He doesn't need to do them, and they eat into his budget, but he still does them because he wants to. And that's that going above and beyond that I respect and admire.
But in America, they don't allow you to do that, because money just
And his American work is missing something else.
And there's a rhythm also into the way that the shots are performed and also the way they're edited. And Jackie said something very interesting that, the audience don't know the rhythm's there until it's not there.
Yeah,
Jackie's fight scenes have a distinct musical rhythm, a timing he works out on set with the performers.
Ready, action. Stay where you are. Stay where you are. Don't chase me. Boom, boom. Then, boom. See? Everybody looks good.
Even experienced martial artists.
He's not yelling at him. Literally, they're on a roof where they can't hear each other.
In his earliest films, you see him learning the timing from Yuan Heping, and it's very much like Chinese opera. But by the mid-'80s, working with his own stunt team,
and there it is. Bop, bop,
he had
bop,
something
bop.
totally unique.
There's
in
a
America,
tempo
many
to it.
directors and editors don't understand this timing, and they ruin it by cutting on every single hit. But in Hong Kong, directors hold their shots long enough for the audience to feel the rhythm.
And by the way, yes, if you actually freeze frame this movie, you totally see his ball.
The most important part is editing. And most of the directors, they don't know how to editing. Even the stunt coordinator, they don't know how to editing.
Hong Kong directors like Jackie and Sammo cut a particular way. In the first shot, you hit your opponent in the wide. In the second shot, you get a nice close-up. But when you cut the shots together, you don't match continuity. At the end of shot 1, the elbow is here. At the beginning of shot 2, it's all the way back here. These 3 frames are for the audience's eyes to register the new shot.
Yeah.
And they make all the difference.
I'm stuck from
That's what
here,
gives it
here.
impact.
But 2 shots combined. This is zone. That's power.
In other words, show it twice, and the audience's mind will make it one hit that's stronger.
Close. No. See, it's not show it twice. Okay, so that's a bad take. It's not, and this is just like again. I'm a film person, so I know this shit. It's not that he shows it twice. It's that the impact has to register.
He emphasizes the impact.
It's not that he shows it twice for the sake of showing it twice. It's that if I like in Shanghai Noon, perfectly shot, when he punches Jackie, and we cut away from that, and we see the hit. There's no impact there.
Yeah.
But if we were to start with the guy swinging towards the camera, or 3/4 of the camera this way, and then we see his hit connect with Jackie, even though he's already here, that impact becomes something bigger because it shows the momentum of what happens on screen. So yeah, the whole show it twice thing, this is something a lot of film people get wrong. It's not that he's showing it twice, he's emphasizing the impact itself and allowing the audience a close in to show how close and how hard the stunt people can go to impact that.
Mm-hmm.
So you know what I mean? Like, so that's why sometimes when you got like American action, you got that really lame pulled punch. You know what I mean? Like the right hook that comes from fucking out here.
Yeah, the fucking haymaker.
Yeah, and then somehow they connect, and you're just like,
You tried.
Yeah, but if that same hook were to come from 1 to 2, and then right here I pause and then go into a close-up or a different dynamic of how that fist is going to connect to the second character, bah, that impact connects, we see the reaction, and now boom, we have a kick-ass fucking shot and a kick-ass impact. So that's just something. And I'm sorry, I know it's a tangent, but a lot of people get that wrong about Jackie Chan films, and the only reason I know this shit is because I've watched everything Jackie Chan has ever fucking said. So let's what happened with it? Where's Amelia? It's the kitty cam.
That was for Mike.
That's for Mike.
By contrast, modern American editing doesn't show the hit at all. At the end of shot 1, the leg is here. At the beginning of shot 2, it's in the same place, going backwards. But because they cut at the exact frame of the hit,
super movie nerd, yeah,
it doesn't feel like a hit. A lot of people think this is because of the PG-13 rating, but even R-rated films do this now. It looks like a bunch of people flailing around, instead of a bunch of people getting hurt.
And that's what I was talking about right there. See that? That's a dude's That's a dude's hand with a pant leg,
with a shoe on it,
with a shoe on it, just going. But
it's cheaper than filming in slow-mo.
But filming it within context of the shot, it looks like homie just got kicked in the mouth.
Which brings us to number 8, pain. Unlike a lot of action stars who try to look invincible,
Jackie gets hurt all the time.
Jackie gets hurt. A lot. Half the fun of his work is that not only are the stunts impressive, there's always room for a joke. Pain humanizes it.
This is Meals on Wheels.
How skilled he is.
Watch this. Just watch how fast this goes.
He still gets smacked in the face. In fact, Jackie's face may actually be his greatest asset. Many times, the look he gives is all it takes to sell a joke, like when he does an entire fight holding a chicken, or dressed as Chun-Li.
Yeah, that was a funny scene.
And last, Jackie's style always ends with a real payoff for the audience. By fighting his way from the bottom, he earns the right to a spectacular finish.
This is another one where he almost fucking died.
He almost fucking died.
Yep.
That was plate glass.
Yeah.
That was plate glass. That he just literally went through plate glass.
And all those electrical sparks were actual shattering light bulbs. Like,
yeah. He almost fucking died in this. He said the shards of glass missed his neck by inches.
Yeah. When we talk about commit to the bit, like Jackie Chan is the fucking king of that, dude. No stunt man. Just look at these fucking imagination and balls.
Look at these fucking people. They're like, that dude dead.
Right? He needs some milk.
Doesn't win because he's a better fighter. He wins because he doesn't give up. This relentlessness makes many of his finales really impressive and really funny.
It just gives him a Charlie horse.
And it's in direct
and this
contrast
is early
to a lot
stuff.
of his American
That's like Bird versus
bad
Eagle.
Guys are defeated because someone shoots them.
Donnie Yen deserve better than
Come on. But most of all, I think Jackie's style proves something. Action and comedy.
Well, Donnie
aren't
Yen's
that
got
different.
Ip Man,
In both
okay?
genres,
Like,
we want to
he's a
see our
hero
best
in his own
performers.
right.
And I think a lot of modern
Donnie Yen's
action
a
directors
monster.
are failing completely.
Yeah.
These actors are skilled artists, some of the best in the world. Why are the directors so unskilled?
Oh, The Foreigner?
Why am I paying
That's
money
a really
to
good
not
one,
see
too.
the action?
Whatever you do the best you can because the film live forever.
Yep.
No, because you know that they're raining and the actor don't have time.
So this
I
is
said,
this is
would
another
you
one
go
of those
to
fights
every
that he did
theater
with
to
this
tell the
guy.
audience?
He
No,
passed
the
away.
audience see on the theater. Good movie, bad movie. That's all.
Exactly. This work
And
will
this,
last.
oh god!
And on that note,
these
I leave you
hits,
with the
these
greatest
hits that he
death
takes
scene
in
film
Legend of the
history.
Drunken Master. Look at that! Guy right in the balls. And dies.
I mean, you know, it's one way to stop the pain.
Fuck it, I'm out.
It's been a good run, guys.
I just got hit in the balls so fucking hard. I'm out.
Yeah.
So a big fucking thank you, and Graverobber, I hope you tagged him in social media for me. A big fucking thank you to Every Frame a Painting. We did use his videos today.
I definitely will. Yeah.
I'm gonna subscribe to him. For those of you who did like the video, please go over and subscribe to him. Send him some love. Let him know that you know, we used his shit and we're very appreciative of it. But yeah, yeah, I am a super film nerd. I do know all this stuff because I pay attention and I did study so much and I learned so much from directors and other people that I love sharing this. I love sharing my love of movies and of direction and choreography. And for me, Jackie Chan is one of the greatest of all times when it comes to both all of those, including comedy. So with all that said, though, I hope you guys had fun. I know I had a lot of fun. I know I talked a lot, and I'm sorry, Graverobber.
No, I kind of picked that like that way. Because you know the cinematography and I just understand the entertainment value of them, you know? So it was, I feel well, thank you, Mike Smith. I'm glad you guys enjoy this because I feel like it was a good conversation piece because you had two sides of input, you know?
You know, and yeah, you're right. And I really do appreciate that I hadn't even thought about it, but up until now, the idea of the consumer, the non fucking
like the guy that either likes movies or gets tired of movies but can't quite place why.
Yeah, and the reason why you get tired of movies, honestly, is because you just everything becomes kind of homogenous after a while.
Well, that's why I really got tired of the Avengers series that they had going. Like, it was everything was just all purple and 2.5 hours long. I'm like, great.
I am super glad you guys enjoy Mike and Carmen. Wow, we really do appreciate you guys. But yeah, that's actually really cool. I like that. I hadn't even thought about that. The idea that the intrinsic viewer versus the fucking idiot who studies every frame like a moron.
The guy that's behind the camera and the guy that's on the couch. Like
And
because even just the consumer, you have a right to fucking feel a certain way about anything.
As the consumer, you have the largest right to criticize the work. I mean, me as a director, I can say, "Oh, I would have done this. I would have done this." But you put me on set, I'm gonna have a difficult time.
But the consumers are the reason that when Sonic finally came out, it didn't look like a dumpster fire.
It looked like a demon.
Yeah,
with the teeth, like
yeah.
Oh God, I'm gonna have nightmares of that. But let us know, guys. Let us know if you guys want more film stuff, because I absolutely love talking about film, as you guys can see. I know Graverobber loves talking about like the guy on the couch perspective. Now that's what your perspective is going to be officially.
That's called. I'm fine with it, because I will humbly take that title. Like, sure, I understand some things like colors and foreshadowing and things like that, but I'm definitely like the consumer level, like movie theorist.
No, and honestly, that's an incredibly important part, because for all my pomp and circumstance, okay, I can make it look a certain way, but is it entertaining?
Yeah, because like even I've had conversations with my ex-wife before, and we'd watch a movie and I'd be like, why the fuck doesn't the camera stop? Why is it so fucking shaky? Why can't we just watch the fight? Like,
yeah, why can't we just enjoy what's on screen rather than having to have a dude with a handheld, a handy cam fucking running around in circles just to get immersion? Like, it's immersion. No, it's not. Are you CIA or FBI?
We're not at liberty to discuss that question. Next.
Oh man, but oh God, I always hated that. I hated that word. I still hate that word. Immersion. I fucking
immersion. Yeah, you know what doesn't make me feel fucking immersed? Fuck yeah, exactly.
Oh God.
You'll never win.
Oh,
like it doesn't fucking do it for me.
It doesn't do it for anybody. It does not. It does not do it for anybody, and anybody that says it does is lying.
Oh my God.
But we are gonna get the fuck out of here. We have been running for a while, and I'm glad you guys liked it. Please let us know. Hit the social medias, VTNetwork 2 and VTNetwork84@gmail.com. Let us know.
And if you want us to talk about more cinematography, we could open the box of worms that is Bayham.
No, not doing. God damn it!
Where everything explodes.
Everything fucking explodes for no.
And
fucking
the camera
reason.
is never still, ever. It could just be two people sitting down having a good, meaningful conversation, and it'll just be like, when I had my toast this morning, I was thinking about where all those crumbs actually go. Like, it always has to move.
Then something behind you explodes.
Yeah, I swear to God, Michael Bay has Tourette's, and then the toaster explodes. I was thinking about where all those crumbs would go, and do they pile up eventually?
We get a stinger with the toast popping up.
Exactly. But there's like a tiny mushroom cloud under the who knows, dude? Like fucking Michael Bay.
You smell toast. Oh God. No, I'm sorry, it's Michael Bay, so it would explode and somebody would turn around and look at it and go, "You're toast."
Right. But no, they wouldn't just turn around. It would be that shot, where it's like this.
The Bruckheimer shot, yeah.
I can't do it because of the webcam cord. Oh, here we go. You ready? It would explode and they would be like this.
You're toast.
You're toast. You got to get that character standing up while the camera goes like this.
The Bruckheimer shot. Yeah, that's what it's called. Yeah. Oh man. But your guys' stickers are running a little bit late this from December because of some shit that's going on with my post office. Graverobber knows what happened, and I went through a lot of trouble to try to correct a lot of things. So I'm sending your stickers out. I'm sorry for the delay. I'll make it up to you guys this month in January. We're also
sending everybody barbecue pork rinds.
Oh God, no. I mean, it wouldn't cost me much. It'd be like $9.
I mean, yeah. Well, maybe we can make that. Maybe we could make that like a special tier. We'll call it like the tactical nuke tier. And for $24 a month, you get a bag of snacks
delivered to your house monthly. Yeah, like pickles or something.
Some weird shit, beef stew in an envelope. I'm sure it's possible.
How did he do it?
It's not even the astronaut stuff. This is legit liquid.
I don't know. How is it not seeping through? Anyways, so I apologize about that, but your everything will progress on time from now on. The movie roast for last month is going to be going up probably this Sunday because we have to 1, do it, 2, edit it, and 3, upload it. So that's going to be a whole different thing.
Yeah, we have to figure out what movie we're going to roast too.
You already said, dude, we're going to roast Unleashed.
Oh yeah.
Or Danny the Dog, as it's known in the UK.
And we could roast. Honestly, dude, I kind of want to roast the fucking Mortal Kombat movie.
the original?
Like the fucking like 90s one, dude.
Let's do the original.
The dude screams.
I'm in. We're doing the original. Yes. We're going to roast the original Mortal Kombat. That is coming to our Patreon, patreon.com/VTNetwork. Please join. That is at the $5 tier. You get to roast a movie along with us. And we're going to have a fuckload of fun this Saturday because we're roasting Mortal Kombat.
Yes, Mike Smith, you can suggest movies. You can hit us up on our social medias, VTNetwork #2 on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. Or you can send an entire laundry list of recommendations to VTNetwork84@gmail.com.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, we love interacting with you guys. Like, that's why we make sure we have the live chat. That's why you catch us reading it and responding. Because honestly, without you guys, we're just a couple of nerds sitting here just bullshitting.
Pretty much. But we are going to get the hell out of here. So once again, that is on our Patreon, $5 level, patreon.com/VTNetwork. And so who does the goodbye for the show? I do the goodbye for the show.
You do the goodbye. Yeah. Because DJ does the Sunday show and I do the post show.
Yes. So thank you guys very much. And I hope you guys are enjoying all the content that's been hitting our Patreon lately. I believe A Minute with DJ should be up. If not, I got to get on him for that.
I mean, everything's more fun with friends, right, Lophus? We're glad to be BSing with y'all.
There it is. All the notifications just cut up on my phone. Hey, someone's live on your channel. I know.
You don't say.
Thank you very much. We'll see you guys Sunday. We love you all. Have a good day.